Hello and welcome to Let's Look At, a series where I take a look at old videos I made in the past to archive for the future. Today's episode will be taking a look at another one of those things I've done in the past that has been come here, and that is Peanuts Snoopy's Town Tales. More specifically, 2019's Space Update. Now, this one's quite interesting in a few different ways, one of them being the fact that this particular update will be the last time we see the old artwork style, because this would be the last event that does this, and then later on, because I've been only archiving the special events, the limited FOMO ones, and I'll explain my reasonings as to what will happen after this. But needless to say, this is the last time we actually see the 3D models, so there we go there. Anyways, let's just dive in and see where we last go off to July the 11th. So as you can see, here's the border of this. Got Snoopy in his spaceman outfit, and we've got that going on here. Now, mind you, there's not a whole lot to show off in this particular update as far as what I've archived goes, but it is interesting regardless, because I do take a look at the new character that got added, which is Ethan this time around, which is interesting. And I will talk more about him a little bit, because I think he's one of the kids that Charlie met when he was at camp. But anyways, let's just do this here. Writing it up. Oh boy, okay, the music. Music indeed. Do 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 I'm sorry, the music is catchy when I want to sing it about it, but partially it's also for me to link this correctly so it's going in sync with one another. You know, it's a hard thing because this is post-commentary over old video. And the borders, if you haven't seen my other videos, the borders is because when I recorded these on my older phone, it did this weird black line thing, so I didn't fill up the whole screen. So as a result, I had to add screens on the side here to kind of help livigate the this thing here. So anyways, yeah, so this update is our first ever space update for this particular game. And this was also our first update we had in July that was a special event, because the last one we just had, which was, as you saw with Joe Agath and the camp, which I was very tired on. I do apologize with that. But like I said before, my archive stuff only showcase certain things. Here's the great thing about bowling. The worst thing that could happen is a gutter ball. Yeah, it makes sense. But yeah, I'm a little bit better since last time, but still, it's certainly something. Anyways, let's just see this here. Yep, got that going on here. I'll click on this. And that seems to be done here. Let's see this. I wonder what I was doing in the past to try and understand this, because I am quite curious myself. Yeah. Maybe we should have started by jump rope. Maybe later we can make some mud pie. I don't know if it's more fun being crabby, but it's more worth it. Yeah. What do you think of my square dancing, Charlie Brown? Well, I like it. It was full of surprise. I didn't know what card I was doing, and neither did you. Yeah. Makes sense. Yeah, so I'm just slowly completing quest lines, and the next day was when the actual official event's here, but again, it's weird because this wasn't the game I wanted to cover at all. This was during the time when I was trying to find my footing, and I was more focusing on the other game. I think everyone's checked out. Oh no, it was the first page. What did I learn? The trusty clipboard. Sorry. It's, again, my main focus was that of Goosebumps Horror Town. This game was just like, meh. Meh. It's whatever. It is whatever. Excuse me 1 second. I thought I'd be good to not actually do that, but apparently, no matter, it doesn't matter. Does not matter what I cover. Well, it doesn't matter what I commentate over. It could be Snoopy, it could be Goosebumps, it could be anything post-commentary. But when it happens, Grim got a yawn. That's just the MO. That this house has to happen. If it doesn't happen, then the world ends. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It has to happen. Grim has to yawn at some point in the video, or else it just doesn't work. It doesn't work. I don't know why. It just doesn't work. There's many different problems with this. I do apologize, folks. But it is what it is. Anyways, rerun here. I think I got him with the pigtail girl, because he was introduced during winter events, mainly Christmas stuff. And when the pigtail girl came in, she had a pack, which I ended up getting, I think. You used to play just for me now. Well, doesn't my natural curly hair look good today? Everyone cut out. I need some me time. Alright, so then this is more Linus stuff. Per interesting. Alright, Krabby. Do that. Alright, you could have her do Krabby. You know. Just drinking. Her doing curly hair. Then zoom in. Mind you, some of the stuff I do zoom in, which I thought were more important, mainly the interesting limited time stuff. But a lot of this, for some reason, I feel like this one is a little bit weird as far as the content goes. You'll see what I mean, because it's very odd. Also, this is old information, but fun facts regardless. Some of the sound effects for this particular game, like this whole checkpoint stuff, if you want to know something interesting, that this was covered, or not covered, but this particularly, God, the music is just kind of bugging me right now. The sound effects and all that comes from their first game they made for the town builder aspect, which is Garfield Survival of the Fattest. And I will cover that game eventually in this channel, and when you do, you'll see what I mean when it's like, oh yeah, I heard this sound effect before, so that's why. But most people probably didn't know that because they didn't play that game because it doesn't exist. Unless, of course, you've had it downloaded with Apple. For some reason, that's allowed. Oh yeah, and here's a comic feature. This was introduced, again, with Garfield, but they did this with Peanuts, so this is interesting. We'll take a look at some of the comic books here, because why not? Anyways, here's this. Some of these leashes or laws are ridiculous. And it is funny too. Last week when Mother said to me, Eudora, you think you should go to summer camp? So here I am, the wilderness. Not too bad, you even make him like it. So I ask you the same thing as I ask her. What if I get eaten by an antelope? Oh, Eudora. God. But anyways, this is funny because I'm using the cards and gift cards, and this was the biggest complaint because it's like, oh, what are you going to use the gift cards for? Well, after this update, a new level got introduced, which added Charlotte Brown. Now, I didn't show this off because, again, I didn't really pay attention to anything that was permanent. I'm like, nah, don't care. Limited time stuff, though, that was my jam, right? So, here's the only comic for Spike, so let's see this. Ah, a letter from my brother Spike. Dear Snoops, I'm writing to you while I am writing for my laundry to dry. Laundry? And it's just his hat. Yeah. Well, I'm surprised he can even do laundry up in, what was it? Needles County or something like that? It's like, I don't know. Anyways, this is the only thing for Violent. What name we got, Charlie Brown? Sarah, I got words of like one. One isn't enough. I want both of them. I meant Franklin. God damn. I am sorry. Chicken scratch. When the screen is so small and I had to blow it up, it's like can't read for nothing unless it's big words. If it's small words, God help me, I'm screwed. I do apologize. I know you're reading it and it's like clear as day, but you have to understand when I'm recording these and playing it in my little archive thing, the screen goes so small. There's only so much window I can actually look at. But anyways, yeah, we're done with this. I'm sorry, this lack of nothing, and now we're gonna be able to continue with this. So here we go. Now, oh, music. Here we go. Yay! New event has happened on the 12th. Space. I believe they updated this update to be space because this was during the same time that Snoopy in Space was airing in Apple TV. And this was when Apple had the rights to Snoopy, which is interesting. But yeah, this was like one of those self-promotion. Then I also think it was because of this moon landing. I don't know, it's very odd with how they got this going on here, but it is interesting regardless. Anyways, so here's this. Here's the time. We got animations, craft new items, play a scene. We got these here. Again, like I said, I have to yawn. You can collect moons in order to get the points, in order to get the unique items, and sometimes you pay with Beagle Bucks and then coins. So, but most of this is just the moon currency. Interesting. A lot of them is 400 of these. Weird. And some of these I think they converted from... Oh yeah, and the Lego brick thing. That actually came from their other game, which I'll cover at some point, which is Wonder Park, which was during the same time. So then we got the moon as our icon. Not the background, the moon only. You'll see this at some point because I do get it. Not by getting all these, mind you. I didn't get that. No. I ended up paying for it at the end. And you'll see why. Because I said, why not? Anyways, let's see here. Yeah, there's the exclusive. I can't believe we get to do a field trip that actually goes to be fun. Visiting an observatory is like getting a window into outer space. Who knows what wonders of science we may see? World famous astronaut prepares for his next mission. Yep. So, I'm gonna have him do that, which is right here. Let's just take a quick look. Props. Zoom in? No? Okay, I guess let's not do that. I got Fifi here. Can't do anything. That's great. This is one of the things we can get. Interesting. Anyways, can we... No? Okay, I guess screw Snoopy then. It's basically him doing the Flying Ace animation, but with his helmet on. Again, like I said, these videos... There is a reason why I'm putting it in the Slop channel. And, it's not it's like, yeah, this is something for me, what I did back in the day, but you could see how much care I gave for these updates. Some of them I ended up doing a lot of, and that was mostly due to certain circumstances, but most of the time, these are just like, meh, I'll do it whenever, meh. You know, that's my motto, I'm like, meh. Anyways, we got this here too, so if we click this is our scene. We click it. Thank you. Yeah, the space shuttle. So this is our scene. So it has Lucy, Charlie Brown, Linus, Snoopy, and the new character Ethan, which we'll take a look at. It gives us a trophy, but we need to watch in order to summon it. The large antenna is our crafting area. I don't know why. So you got, you know, Coco, Space Coco, Galactic Cupcake, which makes sense, I guess. Then you got outer space stuff. Astronaut suit, the helmet, yeah, I'm looking at the coal, got tape, got, you know, white, got that backpack, got the stuff there, then we got red paint, and then we got a head, a body, and a rocket bottom part, got the space toy, and then the space watch, which is needed in order to actually do the scene. Yeah, so we're going to try a bit on showing off a little bit, but mostly it's going to be focusing on Ethan. You'll see why. But anyways, this is here. Anyways, here's a... Yeah, so there's a quick look at this. So this is what it looks like. So you got a good idea. Anyways, sorry. That's as good as you're going to get from me. I know. And then we have to unlock quests for Ethan. Unfortunately, I don't show a whole lot, but I'll show whatever I can. For now, doesn't really do anything. He really needs Ethan in order to do anything productive. Everything else is just like, nah, he's not even loud. He's not gonna drop anything useful. He gives us milk. Go get milk. Go in the store and hide your shame. Yep, the grocery store and he just goes get some milk. Meanwhile, Shermie actually can do this, which is the base spaceship secret, which is actually a unique animation. And again, this is interesting because, like I said before, this is the last time we'll ever get to see, in this particular case, this old style, this old artwork style, because this was during the movie era. And the next update we'll look into, moving forward, is going to have a new art style, which is more looking into comic books to celebrate the 70th anniversary. So, yeah. Anyways, he can do something when he's going to his house. So there's, yeah. So a lot of these are just like in-house animation, and yeah. Oh my God, you can look how laggy this. Part of the reason why they changed the look too, by the way, is because by the time this game, like this moment come out, look how laggy and slow the animation is. It is horrible. Horrendous. The lag is horrible. I bet Schroeder will like my singing. He loves music. It'll give him something to comment. Schroeder, come accompany me on my piano. Yeah, I'm saying words now. Don't worry. So we could do that, but I can't do that. And we need this. Again, slow. Oh my God. Why is it so laggy? This is horrible. This is horrible. Anyways, Linus has a new thing, which is basically racing an airplane. There he is. There's what he does. So, yeah. What does it have to do with space? I don't know. Who cares? It's a thing. He flies. That's flying spaceship. Same thing. Sally got to do something interesting too, which is also this, which is basically this. So this is the only thing she does that's animation-wise, that's unique. Everything else is just, let's hide in building. Actually, Franklin can do something here too, which gives us Lego blocks, which is around the world. Interesting. Now, I don't know if they reuse these animations, which is very, very possible. So don't quote me on this. Helgier has more of an idea with this type of stuff than I would, so again, he's more the guy to talk about when it comes to this archive stuff. Me, I'm just kind of just showing off all the things I've done in the past because people were interested. No way, we need to karate. It'll be great. Sir, do you want to pass to demonstrate your moves on? Well, let's just say you won't need to practice much. Okay. Oh, boy. And I also noticed the thing's small, too. So, I think it fixed itself after the fact, but, like, I'm just looking at all the characters just to see what we can do. Okay, sir, let's try this karate thing. Let's stand there. Let's show you the move. Do you promise, sir? Sure, honor's outer, unless I made a mistake, that is. Yeah, so you might be wondering why I'm skipping so fast. Again, this was taken... Again, this is why it's on this channel. Is because of the quality of this video. I'm not proud of it, but I'm putting it out there for archivable sake. Just to say this was a thing. And there's enough video here to show off that this is a thing. Now, there are videos that I have that I will not show off because there's not much to show. And I'll explain near the end of this what I exactly mean by that. Long story short, the next event that comes out is a school update. Oh yeah, and this is broken too. This is part of the reason why that this is so laggy, is because it's been broken. It's like, oops, we made a broken boo-boo. Right. But anyways, regardless of that, one thing that's interesting about this is the fact that I don't know what the big deal is. I can't see the moon anytime, but the observatory, we can see it from up close. Can you look close enough to see the crease? Too bad the moon isn't the real made of cheese. It would save the space rodents. Yeah, I don't know why it's going me over there. No one's there. That makes no sense. Oh my god, so laggy. So laggy. Wow, this observatory is really neat. Look at check out this model of a rocket. Imagine how big the real one makes 1/6 scale. That means the real rocket is it. It's so tall. How does NASA fit on the TV screen with your lot? Grim? Again, hindsight is 20/20, folks. Old me didn't care what new me wants to do now. So that's just where the name of the game, what we're doing here. And again, part of the reason too is just like, wow, Hellgear's covering, why should I cover it, right? But people want to see things from me, so why not? That's the way I look at it. Also, for some strange reason, I don't know why, I get looked at people watching my videos, and great, yeah, I'm dropping stuff because I'm bored. But when it comes to this particular video stuff, too, is that for some reason I get views a bit when it comes to the things the 4 videos that were not uploaded by Hellgear, I decided to upload just so there's something there. Mars Observatory has this little Martian there. It's cool. But the weird thing I wanted to point out is that I don't know why. I don't know why with my brain. But people disliked the video. 2 people at least disliked the last one, which was the one that I like. Here's what amazed me about this too. I did a video. Oh, ouch, that hurts. I'm sorry, Marcy, but I barely touched you. I'm very sensitive, sir. I'm sorry to back up, but it's alright. I could do arc solo, but again. But here's the thing. That video in particular had every content done. 100%. 2 people said, nah, thumbs it down. Don't know why, but that's what they did. But again, I guess it's because they wanted proper content, or maybe they didn't want me to speak. They don't say comments. Either or, all I will simply say is that I've been a mute. Again, I don't really bother that much. I just really don't care. Again, this is slop. You eat the slop from the slop gods. I hate how slop is just now a new word that this talks about. But basically, in the future, if you don't know what slop is, its basic content is this junk information. It is low-effort content. There we go. That's the best way to describe it. Easy, low-effort content that I can just upload and say, I did a thing. That's what this is. Anyways. Put more balloons down. Seeing these rocket models makes me want to build one to play with. My god, you look so weird. I'm sure we could build a toy rocket. We just need a cylinder, a nose cone, and some fins. We can make those. The world's famous astronaut wonders if this is how NASA got started. Yeah, maybe, Snoopy. Maybe. My god, look how many quests I got. If we need to make a rocket, we have some very important decisions to make. Yes, we need to consider the drag conflict versus the vertical thrust. No, silly, I mean the color. What should we make it? I think we should make it red, like my favorite planet, Mars. Yes, I think I remember Hellgear covered this as well. So, again, there's some things Hellgear covered and others he did not. Me, on the other hand, I don't know. I just do this because it is quite interesting in my field. But, oh well. It's whatever. It'll work. But you know what? I'll say it right here, right now. The next update, it's supposed to be a back-to-school update and then the Halloween update, which happened in October. Long story short, why I'm not going to show you those is because there's not enough content there. Mind you, did I record stuff content? I did. I absolutely did record content for that. That would have been great to show off. Why am I not showing it off, you might be wondering? Because it's lost media. It's literally gone. It got corrupted and glitched. Because if you are curious, if you go to my main channel, I play through of, I want to say, yeah, the Horrorland Carnival for Goosebumps. And the last video, part 3, I think I talked about this issue, which was my my SD card got broken, hence recording that the things I transferred onto it cannot be chained anymore. It's gone. It's dead. So all that information couldn't be recovered. So literally we have like a beginning bit of stuff recorded and then the big jump of nothing, right? And there's going to be another video within the series, Wonder Park, that's going to have a suffering of that nature. But the way I'm going to be working around with that is showing other content in November, so it's going to work out in a way. Now, I did actually end up buying Ethan, so we're going to show him off a bit. But one of the interesting things, though, with that is, unfortunately, those videos would have been interesting to show off was the back-to-school update, because that's when he introduced Roy and the new art style. And then Halloween, which was interesting because it introduced Poochie, and then, you know, the interesting art style with that. But the problem of that, like I said, is that there's not enough video for that. And there's not really anything to show off, unfortunately, so it sucks, really. It's like lost media. The only other thing I could do, maybe I could think about this, is combining both of them all together, but it's very odd. You know what, I'll think about it. Maybe I combine them both together and might make a longer video. It'll be very weird, but it could work. It could work. But I'm not 100% sure. I'm gonna have to see exactly how I feel about it. Because, honestly, it's one of those... how I feel, right? So, we'll see. We'll see how I feel. I'll look at it maybe in the future, both of them together, to see how much there is. And see if it, you know, I could make two of them together. You know, that's just show you what I mean by the blankness there. So it kind of gives some context. So maybe that's something I could do. But unfortunately, nothing interesting there. It sucks. Yeah. Anyways, I decided to speed up this thing because, again, I don't want to wait. So anyways, hi, my name's Ethan. I just moved into town. I remember you from summer camp, Ethan. We were bunkmates. Oh yes, I remember you. Charlie Brown, right? You were the guy whose snores kept me awake at night. Yup. Sounds about right. But yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's like, you know what? The main quest line? Nah, don't care about that. Don't care about the special moon stuff. Ethan, though, man, that's something I want to address. Something I want to talk about, like, show off. Hell yeah. That's my jam. Ethan, my man. That's the way I was thinking, apparently, back in the day. So you know what? Now I'm thinking about it, I'm going to try to do that. So here we go. I'm going to do that right now. Anyways, let's go over here. And here's a zoom in of him talking to him. By the way, this is the animation I seem to like to do the most. And you'll see why. I don't know why, because part of the thing is the quest lines having them talk a bunch. So yeah. And then there's another animation with him talking to Sally, which you get to see, but the problem is you won't actually get to do anything with it because it was blocking and they didn't want it to show it off. So unfortunately, that's like another lost media thing to deal with. So suck to suck, I know, but that's just how it is. Anyways, I want to try to see if I can finish this before I have to sleep in, because honestly, I'm staying up way too late as of late. Mind you, because I had to do other things in life outside of this that is not of your... Well, you know, I could do $7 for just get all that stuff. That's actually not a bad deal. Like, really, it's not a bad deal. Normally, it's, like, expensive. Like, you know, 200 Beagle Bucks. But, no, 7? Nah, I'd rather do 7 and actually get the stuff that way. Right? But, that's just me. Again, some of the times, the logic in these just, it makes absolutely no sense. But, you know, if I actually, in a parallel universe, would I actually cared about this game and not Horror Town, then maybe I would have actually... did a crafting 101 on this and talked about certain things and made it a proper video. But no, that's not the world we live in. That is not the world we live in. Oh, right, and here's something interesting too. Very weird, a pop-up happens. And it is very misleading too when you see this pop-up. You'll see why. Congratulations! Like you've been selected to become a community manager. Really? Ooh, wow. No, what that, it's very misleading, but what it is basically, hey, come join our little group, right? That's all it is, right? So, anyways, yeah. So he gives us a spaceship thing. Yeah, very, very interesting. Same animation too. But anyways, what do you want to be when you grow up, Ethan? I want to be a newspaper columnist. I have very strong opinions on everything. For instance, that stupid loser shirt you're wearing. Wow, buddy, that is so mean. I can't do anything because they're busy. Hold on a second. Alright, we got this, the Mars Colony pack, so that's nice. Get another astronaut Snoopy thing. Why would I need another one of those? I got one from Ethan, but okay, I guess it's in case you didn't get the Ethan pack, you can get it through here. I guess that makes sense. Anyways, Charlie Brown, do you want to see what I made in arts and crafts? We learned to make arrows like Native Americans. This is an arrow I made. Is that a Native American arrow? Oh yeah, so this explains his fascination with arrows. Like, you know, he does this arrow thing. And I was wondering about what the gimmick of that was, but now I get it. It's like, oh, that's just because it's referencing this animation and the questline thing, which is weird. But yeah, this game is very odd. Anyways. Got so much content, so much to do. I don't know what to do. Do. Making music. Because I'm bored. Now, thinking about it, I'm gonna see whether or not that idea I just had, which is just showing up back to school and Halloween at the same time to show you some sort of something, right? Even though if it's missing content, it might be interesting. Because I know for the winter update in the future, Ethan, your arrow could never be shot from a bow. It looks like an arrow from a signpost. Sure, how else would Native Americans know where they were going? Oh, good grief. Yeah. But anyways, like, oh yay, 22, hooray! But yeah, like, I'll talk about, hold on. We have some good times in summer camp, didn't we, Charlie Brown? Well, I remember some good meals. I think spaghetti was my favorite. What about fishing? I got a great big trout. I got hooked caught in my shirt and the consul had to cut it out. Yep, sounds like good old sad sack indeed. But, what I wanted to talk, what was this? Yeah, now I remember. It was something to do with the future update I will be talking about is the 2020 winter update. And that is going to be paired with another update associated with that, so you'll see that in the future. But, you know, you'll see when we get to there. Because again, I'm only showing you videos that I think I can do. But yeah, I'm just thinking this on the fly that I think that I could probably get this, like, all together. So I guess that's something I'm going to take a look into. But anyways, have them do talking again, because this is the video with them talking a bunch. Because that's the only thing they can do, unfortunately. Only thing that's productive for them. And we got her doing cool shades. Not part of the quest, but, you know, it's cool regardless. This is her acting like, you know, the only sister of the group, by the way. We'll never get Molly. Molly? Who's Molly? You mean like Molly Volley? No, not her. There was another Molly, a Snoopy's sister, like Rover. But Rover and Molly doesn't exist in this universe anymore because they didn't appear in the comics. Despite fans say otherwise, right? But that's, again, another parallel universe where we probably would have had Molly. But no, instead we got characters that we could have gotten any other time of the year. But legally speaking, they didn't think about that. Oh well. That is what it is. I'm sorry, I just have to do that every time with this song because it's just a thing that has to happen. It has to happen. Oh yeah, and by the way, especially with something have to happen, glitch happens. Namely, right about now. Yeah. As you can tell, music is now weird because the audio got cut. So it's just music now. But don't worry, it won't last very long because we're almost done with this. And, yeah, we're gonna go from here. But anyways, just do this. And, yeah, we'll be done with this here. There we go. New event. Sounds good. Right. God, the music is so catchy too, by the way. Houston, we have a problem. The crew can't agree on the color for a rocket. Red rockets are painted white, Sally. There's no reason we can't use both colors, I suppose. Sure, it's our rocket after all. We can do whatever we want. Hey guys, what are you building here? We're building a toy rocket. We're excited about space. Are you interested in space travel, Franklin? I'm very interested in space. You see, there's a chance that we can do it ourselves. Sure. Sure. This is because I'm lazy. I didn't get to do this on time, so now I'm going to stay up late because I'm a bad scarecrow. Here's a toy rocket that you have to use money in order to blast off. Oh dear. Oh, and we got this too, the rover thing. I guess this is my space area now. That's just what it is. This is where it's going to be. What else? What else we got going on here? Let's see. Spike, do you ever hear our little brother Rover's in town? I'm so excited to see him. Snoopy wants to meet him for some root beer. Let's go. Rover, you look so grown up now. I bet you have lots of story to tell us. I sure do. Do you know that Snoopy made a sandwich today? It was great. Yeah. I must have completed the quest and I didn't show it off, so... You're gonna get used to that, right? This is like Hellgear level of, no offense to Hellgear. I just mean in the sense that he didn't show everything himself, right? It's like, whatever I'm recording today, that's what you're gonna get to see. Everything else off screen, too bad. Oh no, oh rats. Yay, I paid money to order the skip item inventory because this is what I do. I think he's done with this so that we can continue on with the quest, maybe? I think, yeah? Maybe. How about the day we went rock climbing? Well, I got scared climbing back down. Was any part of summer camp you really enjoyed? I liked the part where I got home and could see Snoopy again. So basically, no, there's nothing that was fun. You must be Charlie Brown's little sister, Sally. Charlie Brown talked about you when you were at camp together. Did he say a nice thing about me? Mostly he was worried that you would take his boardroom when he was away. Yeah, it sounds about right. Anyway, so this is the animation question with him talking to Sally. Can't do that right now. I guess she's busy. Not anymore. So now we can have him do the thing. But sadly, I don't zoom in, and I'll show you why. Yeah, here it is. See this? Yeah, Mia's like, nah, this is good. Sally getting blocked? That's good. Yeah, me no care. Me no care. Me cared about some things, but not this. Me no care about this one. Everything else, me care. But this one, nah, me no care. That's just the logic I go with. Because that's how it rolls, unfortunately. Oh boy. You know, making noises because I'm bored. Right, so now... See this. Alright, this is a nice song too. We won't get to hear a whole lot because we're going to skip to the next part. By the way, jumping into the 25th and then going into the 28th. So, yeah, this is fun facts for you. So now, like, 25th? Yep, new item. Interesting, I'm not going to get that though. And right now, going to the 28th. Yep, shows you how long I've actually cared about this. What do you mean we got to go to space, Franklin? There's a unique event at Space Shuttle coming to town. There's a contest where kids get to feel like they'd be an astronaut, and I'm planning on winning that contest. Good for you, Franklin. That space contest I found, Franklin. Can you enter too? I'm afraid not, Linus. The entry period has already closed. But I rolled the hope of winning Kiise, so you're not out of luck. You see, if I win, I can invite friends to come with me. Ah, I see. I kind of remember there's events like, yeah, I want to go to space, right? Yeah, anyways. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just itching right now. Yeah, there's not a lot of whole talk about with this particular update as far as this, what you see is what you get, basically. I'm not too involved with this, but I know a lot of people are. But again, this is one of those showing off things. Now we're on the 29th, and I most likely got something done that I wanted to show off, so let's see what that might be. It might be the Sally quest, I'm not 100% sure. But let's see. Oh, you know what it is? I want to do this scene. No. What do I want? A snowman. Okay. Now what am I doing? Let's see this. Is it this? No. Okay, I got that down. That's nice. Now I need to get the rocket stuff. Which I don't think I got. I have a second thought. Cleaning up paint will be a real headache. I think I prefer paint free and do everyone a favor. Cool. I don't know what that's all about, but there you go. Sir, I want to show you my performance piece in the contest. You have something for the show? I'm impressed. It's called 5 Minutes of Silence. Okay, I'm less impressed now, but go ahead and show me. Basically, for 5 minutes, she's not going to say anything. Yep. Yep. That's it. This. Oh. It's alright. I guess she ruined her surprise. I mean, her silence. Her surprise silence, sure. Let's just go with that. Let's see this. No. I mean, I guess skip this so I can get the... Why are you going to carry this newspaper, Ethan? So everyone knows when we're going to be a newspaper columnist someday. Maybe I should try that. I could carry a pillow. A pillow? Why would you want to carry a pet, Sally? No one knows how I'm going to be in bed soon. Good night. Nah, cute. And that's it. That's Ethan's quest. Wow. There you go. That was Ethan's quest. So, we didn't focus our attention on this event, but I did with Ethan's quest. And I don't know why I did this. Because some of the events stayed behind, others don't. And then they came back after the fact. I just really, yeah, just because of the items they drop it there, I get it, but yeah, very weird. I'm focusing my attention on the character, and all the other characters I don't focus my attention on. Partially it's because, like for example, Joe Agath, they want me to spend like $100 on a stupid item that I'm never gonna actually use, just because he's Mr. Marbles McGee, and he needs the marbles, because because of the comic, right? So that's how much percentage I got so far with the items I dropped. Mind you, they wanted multiple items, so some of them just sucks in that regard. But anyways, I do get to show off something. We get close to the 31st now, so the last day. Oh yeah, I love that noise. Last day of July, and we got, I think, a few more hours left. Yeah, so buy Ethan's pack. So now it's cheap. Yeah, remember when you bought it expensive? Yeah, it sucks to be me. Oh well. Oh well. Anyways, let's see this here. Yeah, I'm just saying music now. Just ignore me. Right. So let's just go over here. Yay! I did it. Good job. Yay for me. Let's see this. I'm sorry, I'm just bored with this. Right, so we got something going on here. Cool. Right. It might be a delay because something happened. Use 5 minutes, blah, 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 blah. Better 6 seconds. Okay. Yep. Yep, I'm just skipping things now because I just can't help it. Sorry. Let's see this here. My favorite part. I don't know why. I don't know why this particular music, I love this one. Because I always have to do that, right? But it's what it is, right? Getting close to finishing this video though, so at least we got that going on for ourselves. But yeah, you know, I want to keep things like, give you a lengthy video on something, right? Not just short clips of things. So, there you go. But again, I might look at what I suggested before, so I'll go in the context of that when I can. But for now, let's see this. Yeah, I could put this down, so probably I'm gonna do that. Cool. Alright, that's too big for them. What is this, for ants? Tiny little baby ants? Alright. But anyways, I finally got enough scene here to be able to do this. Yep. Mind you, it probably was less expensive if I just bought the damn thing via the other way, but, you know, I couldn't help myself. Well, yeah, this is the animation in question. That's nice. Mind you, Franklin's not there, so I guess screw him. Yay. Yay! Got the thing. Alright. So at least I got to show you that. And then we got a whole bunch of this stuff. Cool. Cool indeed. But I believe we're almost finishing this, so we'll about finishing this off. And yeah, and then I guess we'll just wrap it up and go from there. Alright, so let's see this. Yeah, I guess let him do this. Why not? Aw, boo-hoo, you lose. Oh, look, Charlie Brown's sad. He didn't get to build his rocket ship up into space. You want to get the moon for money? For nothing? Sure, I'll get it for nothing. Let me put this down. Yeah, look at that. That was something. Oh, I spent money on this, but, you know. Hey, look at that. I got a moon. Got the moon. So big and round. Oh my god, I'm just reminding of something so stupid. Such an immature child, but I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to, you know, ruin. And this is what he does after the event, so that's interesting. But yeah, that's it. That is the space event from my point of view. You could see how much I cared. At least I got to show off Ethan, so that's cool. But yeah, that's about it. Now, either I'm going to look to see if I'm going to do what I said previously in this video, where I'm going to show both the back to school and the other thing together. Or if not, if I'm deciding not to do that, then you'll see the Thanksgiving update. So it's going to be a surprise which one I'm going to do, but I guess you're going to have to wait and see, or I'm trying to go chronologically order of all the things I've done thus far. I know I'm all over the place with this, but don't worry. Anyways, with that being said, that will do it for this video, or this episode. See you next time for some more videos on the archives.